I'm late. Am I late? Am I late or am I right on time? Or am I right on time? Be honest. Come on. Come on, you gotta give it to... I'm on the dot this time. You gotta give me that one. Or have I not set the expectations low enough yet? that being on time isn't impressive. You almost were? Well, listen, that's because there's a little bit of delay. There's a little bit of delay. When the clock struck 1, I hit the button. That being said, crazy, wild PIRATE101 Friday stream, huh? I mean, it's not that crazy or that wild. It's just it's just PIRATE101. But it's crazy because it hasn't happened in a while. It's been like what, 3 weeks, a month, around that ballpark, with no pirate. Well, we're gonna change that today. Little Friday afternoon game sesh, yeah, basically that about sums it up. And I'm not a big... I usually keep to my Tuesday, Thursday schedule, but I legitimately could not think of another time within the next, like, 2 or 3 weeks that I could work in Pirate. So I had to carve out a day. Just to get maybe 2 hours in or something. I don't know. We'll see how long it goes, but... I just need to squeeze it in. There wasn't a lot of room. I gotta edit too. I got so much editing to do. But that can wait, because sometimes you just want to play a game. Sometimes you just want to play one of the most popular games out there right now. You've heard of Among Us. Maybe you've heard of, what's that game? What's it called? It's that new, like, horror game that's out where you go to planets and stuff. What is that called? Does anybody know? Never mind. Never forget it. It's not... It's the trendiest game you could find. PIRATE101. Yeah, I know. I know. How have I not played it sooner? I couldn't tell you. I've played it before, but it's been a while. And it's time to bring it back. Holy shit, dude. My voice is fine. I think I've been streaming too much. My voice has been fucked up the last couple of days. Because that crack never happens to me. I'll have cracks, but that was a fucking insane crack. Holy shit. Like that was the type of crack where if you're in high school and you're, like, presenting and you crack like that, you, like, get red. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, though, I'm streaming PIRATE101. It's already embarrassing enough. You can't really get much worse. So with that being said, I guess we just hop in. Lethal Company. That's what I'm fucking thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Among Us. It's a new fad. Hold on. I gotta turn one of these musics off before everybody explodes. This music. There we go. How's the volume looking? How's the volume slider looking? Going through puberty again? Could be. Playing Pirate or Wiz? Pirate today. Oh, let me mute this guy for a second. I'm not trying to hear Boochbeard. Oh, LOL, I'm out. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, maybe it's not fair enough, because the title, I think, says it. Oh, let me check. Yeah, the title says PIRATE101 Live Mushu FUNLAND. Never mind, that ain't fair. You just came in here to make a point. Forget about it. Anyways. Points aside. I'll switch the scene in a second. I had to do a few things. One, realm hop. And then after that, get all of my ship XP that's been sitting here for like months. Fake van, that's what I'm saying. Is it this? Is this the... Yes, this is the one. Ignore the green screen. It's doing some shit. I don't really... I don't care enough to fix it right now. Oh, fuck. Well, let me get Streamlabs back. Okay. There we go. Alright, to be honest, I have no idea where we left off in the story. It's been like 3 weeks. It's been a month, damn near. Let me turn this volume back on. There you go. Let me collect all my ship XP. Look at that. Brace your ears. I probably should have said that sooner. I hear it's for nerds, Wiz for childhood. I feel as though they're both for nerds. I feel like those are two games that, like, if you said that you played them in high school, you would get made fun of. Yeah, I feel like the nerd thing is not exclusive to one. But regardless, they can be a little cruel. We've already had two high school I've already used 2 high school jokes. I can't use any more. I hit my quota. Respect the double. Okay. Hey, fair enough. Where the fuck I gotta go? Hold on. Okay, I still got no idea where to go, so I'm just gonna fucking... We're just gonna get in the ship, and we're gonna go in a direction, and it'll probably be the right one. Oh, they got the Christmas loading screen? That's nice. A little extra festive flair. Wiz tomorrow? Wiz on Tuesday. I'm not streaming again until Tuesday. I usually only stream Tuesday, Thursday. This Friday one is just a little extra. But yeah, Wiz will be back on Tuesday. How the fuck is this not the right direction? Holy shit. Okay, let's go back. Wait, no, it is the right direction. I capped. Play part when it first came up after the paywall. I did not get that. I feel that's what most people did. In the early days. Well, I guess not most, but a lot of people. Because this game was, like, decently big for a few years. Until they pulled the plug. But before the plug was pulled, shit was bussin'. I guess not. I guess bustling is a better word. Streaming on a Friday seems like funny business. How so? How is it? Is it... Can a guy not just enjoy a little wacky after hours? Hold on, I'm going backwards. Oh, no way, I'm going the right way. On Dragon's Bar right now, don't know if I spelled that right. It's just... You're close enough. But peace out. This guy's in Mushu. This guy is in Mushu. And let me tell you something. The fucking quest navigator for this world. I don't like it. I feel like it's always pointing in the wrong direction. You're definitely in some funny, goofy business streaming on a Friday. I guess so. I guess it's unscheduled box dimension shit, so I get where you're coming from. It's out of left field. Not out of pocket, but out of left field. Dude, you know what? I can... When you're sailing this much for the first 5 minutes, or the first 10 minutes of stream, I can see why people would want to leave. We ain't even, like, halfway to the destination. It's like, yeah, I can see why people would want to watch this shit, man. But I guess MMOs, I feel as though most MMOs are way more travel-heavy than Wiz is. So WizHeads kind of get spoiled by the luxury that is teleporting everywhere and walking for, like, 3 to 5 minutes. This looks like... Okay. This finally looks like the spot. Let's pull up. How do you hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday? Thanks, Stan will be taken. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday as well. You who's not about... Why am I invisible? How this game getting... I guess we really are, feel like. We really are up to some wacky shit today. We playing in first person, it seems like. God damn. Never played Pirate. This is my first look. Maybe not the best first look. You got the invisibility glitch and traveling a billion paces east. It's maybe not the best first look you could get. WizHeads be like Storm players, yeah. That's true for some classes, but not all. But yeah, the travel time in Pirate, someone was talking about that just now. Seems like a long ride. Yeah. The travel time is nuts. It adds so much time to quests. Which I can see why a lot of people dislike. I don't always hate it. Breaking the game. I'm not breaking the game. I'm not hacking. I'm just playing. I'm just playing it, and sometimes your character disappears in thin air. But hey, Wiz ain't much better right now. The main quest line for Lemuria is broken. I've been stuck. I've been stuck for like 5 days. I've put the SOS flare up. And there still ain't no planes coming to get me. Dude, I better have to fight somebody. I didn't walk all the way here.
Look there on that table.
I didn't walk all the way here just to have one interact quest. And leave. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Oh, I think I did. Okay. Alright. Could you have maybe made it in a different town or something? Like, that's a little much. To do all that traveling just to roll up to one house. That seems a little ridiculous. Is there an Uber here? There's not an Uber here. Alright, the fun continues, huh? The KI special, yeah. What's a guy gotta do to catch up to the main quest, huh? "10 minutes for some dialogue?" Yeah. It's like how senior citizens talk about, like, how they walked 100 paces in snowshoes to get to the market and buy a jug of milk in the winter. Bamboo actually looks like bamboo, not indistinguishable green. It does. Yeah, in this game, in Pirate, they do put some work into the graphics a bit. They update some things. There's some areas in Pirate that I dare say they hold up decently well. Not the whole game, God no. Oh. But some of it holds up pretty well. And this is literally just like Interstate Highway Simulator. But they do a good job with textures in Pirate, I would say. At least when it comes to the textures from that they're, you know, borrowing from the Wiz Worlds. I think it turns out pretty good. At least better than it was. Which I guess isn't saying much. Where's our guy at? I gotta talk to this guy. I need a quest where I fight something, please. It's been almost, well, it's been 15 minutes. But I got the itch to fight a guy in the game. I have the itch to play gameplay and not ship driving simulator, interstate highway simulator.
You want an invitation to the model you have go to Hamamitsu. You must also borrow the Imperial Vizier's stamp from the Governor's Palace. Give him this. He will grant your request.
When you're in a populated skyway. In Pirate, it feels like you're driving north up I-95. The thing there is, though, is that you said populated skyway. I don't know if I've seen one of those in a long time. Maybe when the last update dropped, like last month. But since, there was kind of a big push and a big, like, community, like, oh my god, we're getting updates again, and then they just kind of stopped. Hold up, guys, somebody might unlock this with me. But drum roll, please. Finished Winter Tusk before Mushu? I don't even... You gotta be doing some side quests to get to that, man. Cause you gotta be level, what, like 40, 45? Maybe, I think it's 40, actually. Yeah. But I've never done that order. I do it before Dragonspire, oftentimes. But before Mushu, that's fast. You're speeding. Slow down, Speed Racer. I don't know. Only 5 over the speed limit, please. I have a feeling, and I hope I'm wrong, but I have a feeling we're about to hit another talking quest. We're about to do all this walking, all this sailing, just to talk to a new guy, and then go back. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. That's just my gut instinct. Started Mushu at 35, and I'm currently forcing my fire through Grizzleheim to get into Winter Tusk. Grizzleheim's tough. When you get to the Winter Tusk portion, smooth sailing. It's all worth it. Like, damn. I do like me some Winter Tusk. Pacing's good. XP's crazy. Especially because Dragonspire's XP payout is so generally poor. That Winter Tusk really gives you a hand. Like, you're not even getting your rank 7 spell if you just play the Dragonspire questline. You don't get close. You get to, like, level 45, and that's as far as you can get. 45, 46, like, around that ballpark. All right, where's the grand reveal at? We got a dungeon coming up, a fight, a game. Doesn't look like it. These loading screens are cute though, with the snowman head getting fired out of the cannon.
Require paper? Ah, here, take this paper. It is my best.
Okay, that's at least one spot. Maybe something crazy will happen in the next spot, huh? There's 2 parts to this quest. The amount of fire mobs in Grizzleheim is disgusting. The devs are on crack. I don't remember that. I haven't played. I mean, to be fair, I haven't played Grizzleheim My Fire in like a lot of years. So, I don't know.
A delivery. Ah, very good. You require the seal? Allow
And we're back. Is Wiz and Pirate on the same storyline? It's weird. It's weird. The stories are different, but I think they kind of take place simultaneously, but nobody really knows. Loreheads have tried to crack the code. But it's not easy. It's like a bit of a complicated... It's kind of... I was going to say compare it to Zelda timelines, where it's pretty complicated and not everything makes sense. It's kind of in that ballpark, just with less games. Oh, is that a Kookaburra Pog emote? You don't see that every day around here. You don't see that every day around here. Got it, thanks, I no problem. It's just part of the job. It's just part of the job, you know? I'm just playing. Alright, another 7,000 paces. But surely the next quest, I'll get to show off the gameplay a little bit. Maybe the storyline's the friends we made along the way. Could be. They say it's about the journey, not the destination, and Pirate seems to doubly so stand for that. Because, oh man, I mean, maybe like quadruple. We've spent, the journey has been the journey to the areas, or the quest marker, has been fucking long. Skyway looks nice, though, I gotta say. The big pink sun. Land of the rising sun. Like, Kookaburra got auto-named Colonel Peanut and fizzled 4 times in a row? No way. The odds are just too slim. There's no way. Of all the names in there, and of all the times in a row you could fizzle a life, I just don't buy it. Brutal start to the stream. A bit of a brutal start. A bit of a brutal start, but what can you do? What can you do? The game's just gonna be the game. All I can do is play it and hope I get through it fast enough to get to the interesting parts. Where's the guy? Are we done backtracking? Dang. Someone's going a little fast on the speed racer. Slow down, man.
These materials are acceptable. Here you have it. An invitation. This invitation is my fight. Take it back to Yuji.
4,000 XP?
My invitation can get you into the wedding, but Yuji will tell you how to get there.
I'm not kidding. I paid closer attention one day and was flabbergasted. Just the odds of that are so insane. At least you got Kookaburra, though. That shit can help out. Although, I guess it's probably a fire one, though, right? I was gonna say, I guess you don't really need that one. The life Kookaburra is kind of like a need. The fire one is a want. But regardless, it's still cute as hell. You can't go wrong. They're all just palette swaps of one cute model. And we're back. To be honest, if we're doing the General So fight already, let me look this up. I gotta see. Because that fight is notoriously... Well, it's notoriously, difficult. Hopefully I can have some time to ease into it a bit. Because I still haven't done combat proper. And I would like to warm back into the game before just getting thrown right into the fire that is the General So fight. Is this... Oh, this is Wizard 101's questline. Is there a Pirate 101? Come on. I don't think there... Wait, hold... There's gotta be one somewhere. Yeah, I don't... What quest are we on right now? Okay, no, I think we still have some time. Thank God. Not my life got him, but by the time I finally bred him, I was halfway through Avalon. That's a lot of time to go without having, like, a super good pet, I will say. Second arc without a good pet is tough. Although, I guess at that point, I don't really even need a Kookaburra to begin with. You could branch out. Hold on. Don't tip over, Mike. I need you standing firm. I know it's a snoozer start, even though Mike's fucking trying to fall asleep, but I ain't gonna let it happen. Because surely we're due For a fight. Okay. Maybe not yet.
I will return to Nomoridate's invitation. Now, to bring dishonor upon General Tso, head to the You will have help. Taro Mumori. If you wish to help, he dwells in a house next to the graveyard.
A companion quest? Give me that. I'll take that any day of the week. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do the main quest right now. I think it's finally time to do something big and cool. But after that, maybe I'll give it maybe I'll give it a go. He's got his own compound? If this guy's got his own compound... Okay, never mind. I thought it was his own separate area. I was about to be like, hey, there better be... Wait, it is his own separate area. There better be more quests than just one here. These fellas are yapping. They do... The Mushu NPCs, man. They... Don't matter what game. Wiz Pirate, they're gonna yap. I don't want to get pulled. I don't want to get pulled. Yes, sir. Get me out of there. The Mushu streets are treacherous, I will say. They're kind of hard to navigate in Pirate compared to Wiz. There's a lot of, like, corners that you can get pulled in. They might not think you get pulled in, but you can. And it's a bit annoying to traverse. But it'll just... It's an added piece of gameplay. Power through the Lost Pages event right now. I haven't played that in so long. It is a fun event, though. I remember when it came out. I enjoyed playing it and watching Blaze Lifehammer videos about it. What up, homie? What's up, Trigun? You know, I'm just playing Pirate, you know, just traveling, sailing, and walking. Oh, what's this guy say? Hold on.
Good. The time has come at last for my uncle to pay. Here is a key that will offer you entry into Mumori Mansion and my uncle's audience chamber.
All right. This, now we're getting to some action, huh? Now we're getting to, okay. Now we're getting some action. It only took 28 minutes to get to, it only took 28 minutes. We got to a fight. We got to a fight, I think, soon, I think. What's going on?
Let me see your invitation. Very well, you may enter. Enjoy.
The invitation worked. We passed. We passed the test. Why is my experience bar over? What the fuck?
Jack, they're starting the entertainment. Let's go take the wedding gift while no one's looking.
Yeah, well, no one's looking. Well, no one's looking. But this big-ass fucking dinosaur is gonna sneak through. Going... Yeah, that's what's going on? No. They know.
The gift's guarded. Let's deal with these lubbers quick.
Tell him, Ratbeard. Tell him, Ratbeard. Lubbers is a crazy word. Oh, we haven't used Emmett yet. I forgot I promoted him in the last Pirate stream, and I was like, next stream for sure, we're gonna show him off. Turns out, it took a little bit longer than anticipated. Do we run Nanu Nanu for the vine? I think we do. I think we do. Just this once. Remember this dungeon? I struggled. I hope I don't struggle. I would like to not struggle if possible. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna do... Actually, this... Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to get turned the tide before I do that. In the meantime, I can get rid of this. And use this thing. This buff that buffs accuracy and dodge. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice getting it all in at once. This could also be pretty nice. If we can make these two dudes in the corner a little bit slower, I'm down for that. And then Nanu Nanu can deal with only one side at a time. Just deal with top lane. Relax. No bot lane. Use the monkey girl. She's the best for privy or pretty. Approach she's just gold. I got her built. Sometimes I just like letting the bench eat. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like letting King Nanu Nanu feast. The meta's one thing, but there's just joy in watching the second and third string hook. Or in Nanu's case, the JV team. Damn, that is a fat hit. Who do I want to get rid of? Or rather, who can I get rid of first? I'll have Nanu just be over there and be distracting to that guy. I think ideally... He's got first strike a Blade Storm. I'd like to get rid of this guy first, I think. That's what I'm thinking. Because them Samurai, they don't play. Coffee at 1:30? What's wrong with coffee at 1:30 is my prime time to drink coffee. It's when I hit my slump. It's when I hit my afternoon slump. I don't drink it in the morning. I drink it 1:30 to 3 p.m. whenever I start feeling it. Or before a stream, because, like, you know, caffeine, energy. Gotta do a lot of talking. And caffeine helps. Caffeine helps. Helps the brain move a little faster. Gives me more energy. But also, I don't even know if you call it cold. It's just like an instant coffee. It's an instant coffee with, like, marshmallow syrup. And that's all you need. It tastes pretty good. Tastes pretty good. Thumbs up. The Torani marshmallow is crazy good. Oh, we can drop the bombs. We can hit this guy and this guy. Everybody hit this guy. Everybody do the flop. Y'all watch ASDF movie as a kid, or am I just, like, getting old? Ooh, Emmett trick shot. God, that hat is just so badass. It's the most baller shit ever. Okay, that guy's almost dead at least. I probably should have had Nanu go after him. But he's doing just fine over there. Okay, maybe he's not doing just... He might die this turn. I might have capped. I know, with True Grit, pop it off. I think he's only got it up to 1, which is a shame. And that guy's gonna just get... He's just gonna step on a landmine and explode. He's just gonna step on a banana peel, slip and fall. You know what? No, we gotta protect our king. We gotta protect King Honeybun Nanu at all costs. Okay. And the first step to doing that is shielding him and then beating that samurai through the floorboards like a cartoon character. You have a monster addiction? Fallen Petal, you got a monster addiction? I'll be real, I can't get into energy drinks like that. I drank some bangs in high school like everybody else. But at the end of the day, I was just never able to get into them like that. Coffee's just where it's at for me. And it's so cheap. Instant coffee is like I buy Cafe Bustelo and that shit is like $8 for a couple months of coffee. I'll use a little bit of milk and it's like, damn, we're back. Or a creamer. It's decently economical, and it tastes pretty good. And that's hard to beat. And a lot of energy drinks don't taste that good to me either. They just taste like... They taste like I'm drinking terrible, terrible things. Not necessarily tasting, but it feels like I'm drinking, like, the same vibe as, like, if I was drinking Windex. It's the Ultra line. So I'm at least not drinking my daily sugar intake. I do drink my daily sugar intake in coffee. I do drink my calories in that regard. Hope I didn't miss anything too big. Oh, you missed so much. Lonely 58, you missed so much. Like, we sailed for 30 minutes straight. Oh, you should have been there. It was really... You're missing out. But at least you're here to see Nanu get going. Oh, good God. Bonnie Ann, come on. I don't need you on death's door right now. Sir Callie, it's fine. You'll just respawn. I don't need to call a doctor on Sir Callie. They just bounce back stronger than ever. Oh no, I missed the sailing house. I feel bad for you. That's rough. Oh, it's an epic. I kind of wanted that to not be an epic, and the main reason I did, because Nanu Nanu has an ability called Turn the Tide, where when he's below half health, his attack gets boosted. And if you put a shield on him while his attack is you know, or while his HP's below half, he gets that attack boost permanently without the risk. Him and Ratbeard have that same strat. I was using it and incorporating it here. Doesn't matter now because the fight's over. We did it, Reddit. Where's my karma? Where's my Reddit gold?
There's no gift here. What trickery is this? Speak, you lubber.
Heading to Wintertusk and Wiz. You beat all of the quests in Grizzleheim. And then, after that, you gotta be like level 40. I think it's level 40 is the cap. And then you'll get the notification that you can go there.
I see what you did there. Upstairs.
God, El Toro is so funny. Companions are such a welcome addition to this game. It's actually just so... Oh, God damn, alright. We're already back. When it rains, it pours, I guess. When the fights rain, they come pouring down like a tsunami. Oh, I'm still using Nanu. I meant to switch him out. I meant to switch him out. But whatever, I just forgot. And sometimes we forget. Do you have First Strike? You do have First Strike and Blade Storm. Do you have First Strike and Blade Storm? You do. Do you have First Strike? They all got First Strike and Blade Storm. What was this Oprah Winfrey bullshit, man? Thank you, no problem. No problem. Let's slow those guys in bot again. I kind of like that strat of keeping bot lane and top lane a bit separate. That's some nice chip, though. Ooh, this is going to be a nice Bonnie Ann chip boost. I meant to say loop, but I forgot. You know, sometimes you forget your words and you say a different one when you mean another one. Or maybe that's just me having ADHD. But for real, I didn't make it up. It's always kind of a bit of a shame that every time I, like... What's the best way to put this? You know how, like, having ADHD is, like, a popular, like, trend now with young people? And it's not necessarily, like... I don't think it's necessarily in the way that people think it is, where it's like, oh, people just want, like, attention or excuse. It's just, like, TikTok fried their brains, and now I got ADHD. I had it before. I had ADHD when I was 8, man. There ain't no TikTok. I got like diagnosed with that shit at a young age. So what basically all I'm trying to say is I did it before it was cool. So get off my back.
Is that all?
Did I shield? I didn't because I don't have one in my hand. Oh, I need to heal this. I need to heal Nanu Nanu. I need to heal his weak ass. He's just so weak. He's just so poor. Not poor monetarily, but poor as in, God, his stats are poor. They do it all the time. I'm glad it's not just me. It's honestly a bit of a boon in a lot of scenarios. You know when like you're like a kid, some people might get this who have like learning disabilities as a kid, but when you're a kid and you don't do maybe as well in some classes as other people, and you're kind of like upset at the fact that you was like, damn, I wish I didn't have this thing. Eventually you just kind of like I don't want to say get used to it, but it's kind of it's not necessarily like a bad thing. I feel like I think it's just a personality trait. I think ADHD as a concept is just kind of like a personality mind thing rather than like any sort of, you know, ailment. It makes me good at bringing up ridiculous conversation topics, which is good for streaming, so it works out. It all worked out in the end. You know what I'm saying? Nanu knows what I'm saying. He's doing the dance of joy like he's Captain Ginyu over there in the center stage. Fight ain't done, man. There's like 3 guys left. I'd maybe park it. Let me throw this shield on him. And then I definitely want to go after these samurai first and foremost because they have so much potential to do so much damage. They in one cycle could kill anyone on this team, and that's not an exaggeration. I meant doing tricks though. He pretended he in the phase montage. It's 2012. Oh, come on. I didn't mean to actually speak it into existence. I was just trying to prove a point. I don't need you to prove it for me. Nanu gets down. Nanu always gets down. That boy know how to get down, and you gotta give it to him. Hey, hey, what's up, Angry Clam? How's it hanging? Even Sir Calais blocking shots? Alright. Hey, nobody else seems to be able to do it, so... Go off. Let me... This guy is low. No, it doesn't help. What I want... I'll just heal Nanu. That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm on it.
Let's go for this guy first, just to get him out. It's been a busy day today. Fridays tend to be busy in most workplaces, is what I've observed over my years of working in places. People love to get errands done on Friday. They love to get food after Friday. Oh, that's true grit right there. Emmett showing off his grit. You should make a Nanu oriented t-shirt. I feel like that I would lose a lot of money. You know? I feel like maybe a PIRATE101 t-shirt already would lose a lot of money, and you put Nanu on it. Maybe like not one of the most popular characters from this IP. He invented Riz. He did do that. Yeah. He did coin the term and the concept. I hate going anywhere on Fridays. I also do. But people that hate going anywhere on Fridays still oftentimes will DoorDash something. I'd buy 50. So you'd be like a cartoon character and have like one shirt in the wardrobe that you just wear every day. Maybe an emote? We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens, because the next time I'm adding an emote, I've said this already, is when we hit the 50 member goal. I should really put the goal up on this stream too. I just haven't. But for those that weren't there for the last time I even said that, it was I think the last Wiz stream, but the next member goal is 50. It's, you know, more of a long-term thing. But once we get there, I am doing an for the emote, next emote, I'm doing like a bracket sort of thing where we get 8 ideas from like the community, and then they all get voted on in a tournament bracket, and the winner takes it all.
Hi.
I just think that'd be mad fun. But it's gonna be a bit of a wait. It's gonna be. I have like 26 members right now. I got a ways to go in that regard. Nanu's still busting it down like nobody's business. Win or lose, and you gotta give it to him. Alright, let me switch him out. Okay, do we want someone funny? Do we want a funny character in the 3rd slot? Or do we want someone who can get it done? You guys decide. I'm gonna steal this wedding gift. Like it's the all-you-can-eat buffet, and you're putting like shrimp and biscuits in your your bag and leaving.
I'll show you how to make the letters.
That's hype. I think it'll be a hype idea. It's just a matter of getting to the point, which is gonna be difficult, because I think the most members I've ever had was when some guy gifted like 30 of them. Which one's your Presidio companion? Not the best Presidio companion, I'll be real. I went with Dead Mike, who's very funny. Let's just be clear. Humor matters, and Dead Mike's got jokes. But, yeah, it's not Lucky Jack Russell. I know. Funny? Alright, Jim Masterson is getting some play. We're running the all privy comp. Emmett, Masterson. March, we're going all in. I'll start campaigning, run it. I'll bring it up at the start of every Wiz stream. That's where everybody's at. So I usually just save the spiel. Graffiti. I can use it? That's actually really funny. Okay. Oh no, it's part of the quest. It's a little bit less funny, but still funny. I thought it was just like an optional thing. But no, it's just purposeful and malicious.
Well, that's done.
I want to watch the funny companion beast everyone. Hold on, I should probably read this.
What, lady?
Time for some. The entertainment is going to be a kabuki opera. Let's go backstage and steal you a costume. Then you'll
Lucky
get
Jack
to
Russell's the way to go, but Dead Mike is funny. That is, yeah. Hey, I can always buy him from the crowd shop. No, I'm just kidding. You know what I thought about doing though, for real, is I think that there are. Oh, they're not here yet. I know they sometimes throw Christmas companions in. Like, there's a gingerbread man and shit. So I might get one of those once that drops, just for the novelty of having one, because I think it's funny. Getting a whole Shrek character in your team. Oh, we getting fitted out?
You look marvelous.
All right, hey, all right.
Knock over the scenery and crowd the stage. Mumori will lose face.
This is a really funny. I gotta say, it was worth a 30-minute wait for me.
This is an outrage. You have brought dishonor to my name and to that of General Saul. Guards, attack!
Shrek team sounds incredible. Well, I'll try and get there. Okay, maybe this wasn't. I think this is the boss of this area, or it's one of them. And March can buff. We have the will buff back in action. I was running without that for the longest. I don't know why. Oh, wait, I know why. It's because I was running Nanu Nanu and it was funny. Instead of just the all-privy loadout. I'm getting tied up in too many legal issues. Laundry list of crime. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Laundry list. At least they're all small time. You know what I'm saying? Like pretending to be Storm character. Graffiti. I mean, these are small time things, you know? I'm gonna put this absorb on March, and then have her hopefully run it down. Actually, no, you know what I want to do? Actually, instead of that, I gotta say actually less, but it's just hard not to. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna have Jim go up there and do that, and hopefully gets into dodge tank mode. And then just pops off. It's funny when he does it, so I'm hoping he does it. God, it's hard to get over just how amazing Emmett's hat is. I'm sorry. Minion discrimination? It was not minion discrimination. That's ridiculous. Now, no minion workplace rights? That might be a little more accurate. We don't, as a myth player, I don't discriminate how little workplace rights I give my minions. Just so we're clear. There's no, everybody's treated equally. They're just treated equally shitty. So, discrimination, well, I think that case falls flat. I think it falls on deaf ears. I'm gonna get, oh man. I'm gonna get the lawyer from the B movie on my side. It's over. Or that prosecutor. We don't rock with, oh, shut up. For real. For real.
Okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
You
For justice.
Even Jim Masterson is beside himself with that court case. Minions just disappeared. What can you do? What can you do? I guess they just didn't really, like, you know, care that much. Which, fair enough. Mark's gonna go crazy, though. Oh my gosh, she actually really is going crazy. She's on another level. I'm on a new level. Oh, we getting Jim Masterson repost action? Okay, now he's getting crit. Okay. It was short-lived glory. But still glory nonetheless. Glory nonetheless. And now who do we got left? We got a guard who's annoying, but not as annoying. And then a really easy to kill archer. So I think I'm just going to go for... I'm going to drop the big will buff. And we'll have everyone start getting to work on that last big damage sponge over there on the left. Or I guess top lane. And another... Oh, Jim Masterson. Can you do something for me, man? Come on. Don't play with Jim Masterson. Maybe they like how he treats them. It's 2023. I won't. Okay. What is that? Hold on. These implications. I don't know if I like those implications. But you know what? You know what I say? If the minions ain't complaining, mostly because they're not sentient puppets. Let's just be clear. But if they ain't complaining, just let sleeping dogs lie, you know? Oh, I'm definitely using that. Because, Jim, you gotta be kidding me how low your health is, pal. You got no health left. Jim Masterson power. He's a powerful force. If he can live through this fight, I will use him in the next. Because he's honestly doing a pretty good job. And he's getting another repost mega. Oh, God. Don't do this, Jim. Jimothy. He folded that man like a lawn chair. And now we just got this guy left who is not particularly a threat at all. He's a doesn't do a lot of damage. Doesn't have a lot of health. Let's just take him to school. That begs the question why they tried to sue Max in the first place. They didn't! You made it up! They didn't do anything! You made the case up! Jim is destroying the competition out there. Jim is the competition considered crushed. When Jim is playing at an all-star level, I mean, what else can you do? Big-time players make big-time plays. Nobody asked the minions how they feel. Now, this might be like a weird thing, but have we ever considered that, like, maybe, you know, they don't feel because they're characters, summonable characters in a children's card game? Have we, like, ever thought about that? Has that ever crossed anyone's mind in here?
No one will forget that wedding.
I almost feel like they don't know how they... That's not the problem. Okay, it's not the problem.
Give my regards to the bride.
It's not that they don't know how they... It's that they don't feel. They're fucking lines of code.
Oh dear, we may have gone too far. We'll have to fight our way out.
Oh, we gotta fight our... That just means more time for Jim to pop off. I am mad at it. Let's get our buffs going. Slow down top lane could be nice here. We can have Jim move up. Not engage, but move up. And then March buff, and we're chilling. That's a good first turn if you ask me. And if everybody's healthy enough, I can use the crit buff next turn, and then we can maybe just watch Jim go crazy. How could you say that? Listen. Look at Emmett's hat. It's really big, right? Isn't that cool? Isn't Emmett's hat like really big and awesome? Can we just like talk about that for a second? You know, I feel like we're talking about a lot of deep stuff. We're talking about a lot of you know, alleged issues. Can we just like bring it down a notch and talk about that hat is just so fucking money. You know what I mean?
As you wish. Do what now? Mine eyes have seen the glory.
And Jim's gonna have a good outing. I mean, look at this. Best hat ever? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We need to enjoy the smaller things in life. Like Jim Masterson popping off every match. And then having the greatest drip in the game. And I don't mean in the game of Pirate, I mean in the game of life. It is pretty cool, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Sure, there's a lot of negatives going on in life. But that hat, that's a good hat. It's a good hat. And it's got a big feather in it too, just so you know he means business. It's a pretty snazzy hat. That's what I've been saying this whole time. That being said, back to the match that I don't think I've talked about once. The buffs are up, so we just gotta chip away at everybody and hope it works out. I'm worried about this guy. These guys are always a problem.
You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, Jim, come on. I'm not kidding. Maybe I'll have these two do that. Just so I don't want to waste Marcher's epic there. I remember you saying you got to edit. How's that going? What happened to having fun? What happened to having fun around here? Can a goofy little guy just have some fun? You know what I'm saying? Can a silly guy just have some fun playing PIRATE101, America's favorite game, the world's favorite game? So now it's not cool anymore. Okay. I think you just, I get it, because Sigma Grussel culture is crazy. And maybe, I think we just forget that sometimes we gotta play some Pyro once in a while. But no, if you want a real answer, it's that I don't think I'll have any time to fit Pirate in this month in like a Tuesday or Thursday scheduled stream, so I just gotta throw it out there. And there have been Pirate heads asking. They want to see some Pirate. And I just can't leave them hanging. Court's been dismissed on the grounds of Emmett's drippy, snazzy hat. As it should be. I need PIRATE101 and Unreal Engine ASAP. I think there's a guy doing that for Wiz right now. Which is really cool, because I remember him talking about it in one of my Wiz stream chats, and I was like, that's a great idea. I hope you do it. Although I guess I delivered that in a way that makes it sound like I'm taking credit for it. I'm not. I'm not at all. All I'm trying to say is, I just think it's a fucking cool-ass idea, and I'm glad that guy did it. That's all. I don't mean to, in a narcissistic way, try and take credit for it, because it's not the case. I just remember hearing about it and being like, that's awesome.
I will do it.
And it is pretty cool. And if Pirate, I don't know if there's enough Pirate fans to put that shit in any other engine. I hate to say it. Once Karagumi is out of the way, this fight's pretty much sealed. It's just a matter of this guy not popping off and killing somebody. Because if he does, it's annoying. And I just don't want to deal with that. Everybody dogpile him. Oh, a super hit? Ooh, that did a lot of damage. I didn't know my character could do that kind of damage. Okay, can we just get the last... Okay, we didn't even get the last hit on that. It's fine, whatever. We'll finish him off next turn, no doubt. Jim, I would have liked to dodge there, King. To our meta players, Jim Masterson is garbage. To us, he's the best. I couldn't have said it better. Someone's up with YouTubers, 28 viewers and 10 likes. Oh, it must be a glitch. Oh, I hope they fix it in the next 5 seconds, or 10 seconds, or like a couple minutes. Oh, okay, let's not do that either. We just need one guy on it. We'll wrap it up this turn, surely. Jim Masterson is just too strong for the meta players to handle. I think you're right. I think you've got a point.
We'll never reach the gate. This way.
Tell him, El Toro. Let's get out of here. My good friend, El Toro, who's the GOAT. Who I still probably need to level up, but I don't know if I have any points.
There's no way out back here.
They made me walk all the way over there just to have to go down the main gate anyway. That's cruel. Meta players just trying to seal away Jim Masterson's incredible power. Nah. They just didn't want us to know. You know what I'm saying? It was just a well-kept secret, but not anymore. Not anymore. The word's out. The goose is loose. Will buff, boom. Jim is only using 2% of his power. If only he knew how to access the rest. If he got a promotion, he could do it, but I don't think he has any of those. I think this is as good as he's going to get, which is... He's doing pretty good for himself, so I'm not too... It is what it is. Speaking of doing good for themselves, Emmett is having an outing as well. With that hat... And that power, and that gameplay, and that strategery... You can't use the full package. You can't beat it. Okay. How do I wanna? How do I? We'll just do that. We'll just take them one at a time. I think that's my play. Although oh no, I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna do this. That's what I'll do. And maybe March hits a crazy loop and crushes. He has a promotion? For real? Don't get my hopes up, Joshua. If he got a promotion, I'm ready for it. But later in the game, I got you. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting for it. Yeah, March is doing exactly what I was hoping, which is just looping that guy almost into a grave. And Emmett's gonna maybe true grit finish? He was so close, but so far. Dude, this is such a bad fight for Jim Master. He does nothing here, because his whole shtick, the way I've built him, is just to dodge up close. And get his reposts off. But none of the... He can't counterattack against any of these guys. He has no enemy phase on this map.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Here go.
On it.
What are everybody's weekend plans? This might be surprising. I'm just kidding. This is not surprising at all. This is like pretty much all I do. I edit a shit ton. And I stream once in a while. But most of what I do is just sit at my desk and toil away. Which it makes it sound like... it's fun to do. I like doing it, that's why I do it. But when it comes to my weekend plans... I just sit at the desk like a goblin and either edit or play game. That's most of what I do in my free time. Other members of the Magnificent Six have promotions. So here's the deal. Jim Masterson, looks can be deceiving because Jim Masterson, different from Bat Masterson, is not a member of that lineup. He's just a guy you find on the street somewhere. He's just like a dude. A cool guy, but he's just a guy. No music? I'll turn the music up. It should be on. Or maybe I'll turn the effects volume down a bit so it's more audible. And this volume up a bit. How's that? My weekend's comprised of self-deprecation, the Benjamin. The Benjamin part of a lot of people's weekend plans, I will say. Never doubt the popularity of the Benjamin. Is he gonna walk? I was hoping he'd walk in a straight line there, like a bowling ball. Yeah, hopefully that sound balance is better for you. Steve, I think that's how you pronounce that. My sound mixing game is probably some of the worst in the business. I use like a blue Yeti and like a prayer. All right, Jim, I see you. But yeah, this fight, it's pretty much wraps. It's just a matter of time. We just are slow because Jim Masterson has no real offensive firepower. He's got no player face firepower. No oomph. Unless he's, you know, retaliating from a dodge. This guy, you gotta relax a little bit, buddy, okay? I don't have to use you. I can throw Nanu back in at any time. I can turn this car around. Just saying. I'll level from that? I didn't even finish the quest yet, but I'll take it. Stock setting Blue Yeti rocks. It's pretty... A Blue Yeti will get you anywhere you need to go. I'll always stand by that. And I think most streamers and YouTubers would tell you the same. That if you know how to use a Blue Yeti, and you don't talk into it like this, you talk into it from the side, it's gonna sound good enough. And all you need is it sound. As long as your sound isn't noticeably bad, nobody cares. I feel like so many people. This is a bit of a tangent that I'm going on for no reason at all. But so many people for YouTube, they'll do the thing where it's like, once I get a better microphone, I'll start. Once I get a better camera, I'll start. Once I get better, you know what I'm saying? If you just press W and hold it down like your Reinhardt, you'll get where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? Let me life out in this. Feel like I need to get coffee, but it's pouring rain right now. Yeah, the midday slump is prime coffee time. The Prius of the mic. It's the Honda Civic of the mic world, man. Yeah, it gets you from point A to point B. Oh, I do have companion points. You're right. Do I use them all on shit? I'm just kidding. We're not using them on shit. I'll drop some on El Toro. I don't think I'm going to use them to get anybody to 40 yet. I'm going to budget a bit more. But for now, because for now, power-wise, we're doing fine. We're doing fine. The fights are going smooth for the most part. I might do coffee, or I might just get some cocoa. There's a good hot chocolate. I haven't had hot chocolate in so long. Well, I'm one of those really annoying people that drinks iced drinks the entire year. I don't switch to hot coffee when it's winter or fall. I stick with the iced. Because I like corn syrup. That's pretty much it. March Scratch Bonnie Trust. I think I still have to do the Scratch promo quest. I do. You know, I'll level Scratch up too. Because I've neglected him for a while. Dang, what'd you get so far? Last October, I played so much Pirate. I had to have done 3 or 4 Pirate streams in October. I always drink hot chocolate no matter the season. Valid. It's sort of a wintertime delight for me. You know what I'm saying? Like in the summer, I'd be like, I don't know if I'm really in the mood for this. But in the winter, I'm in the mood. Scratch makes the game a lot more fun. Once I promote him, we'll put it to the test. Because I've heard he's been gassed up from level 1. So I'm excited to see how he Beyblade lets it rip. Thoughts on the Armada? I think they're a fun antagonist group. I have a pirate video on this where I go a little bit into detail.
I am the true Oyabun, the leader of the... I had to see if you could be trusted.
So if you haven't seen the pirate video yet, I would watch it. It's pretty good. It's more entertaining than a stream, I would argue, but so are most videos. Wait, do I get a companion?
And find proof of General Zhou's treachery.
You should be able to solo play most of Pirate. Should need help till Aquila. Here's hoping. Although I'm going to try and solo everything, at the very least, because I'm prideful and annoying. So I'm going to try and solo most stuff, and if I get uber stuck, then maybe I'll have to wave the white flag. With ship combat maybe being, you know, the exception to that rule. Because there have been times where it's like, defeat 10 ships. I'm like, guys, give me a hand. The pirate vid was great. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun making it. And I have to make another one soon. I still haven't gone over Cool Ranch yet. And I have a lot to say. It's just I haven't had time. I've been working on other things. Especially with the Permadeath finale going on. And then the charity log videos going on that I want to get done by December. Maybe early January. Personally enjoy the streams more. It's probably just preference. I think it's interesting because I think content's moving in a direction where the hyper-edited Mr. Beast thing is getting a little bit less popular and like a more organic, for lack of a better term, type of content is starting to go back on the rise. I was listening actually to Chugga Conroy talk about it a bit, about how like there's going to be a Let's Play boom soon, or how he thinks there's a Let's Play boom soon. And I think he's kind of right. I think a lot of the trends are pointing in that direction. I'll watch the streams, get myself going to work in the video for some background. I feel like it's usually the opposite of how people do it. But whatever works. I usually watch streams while I'm working, and then videos when I want to give undivided attention. With the exception of video essays. Video essays are a set-it-and-forget-it thing. And they've always been. Like a nice company man video? Or that 8-hour Warframe lore video?
Defeat them. Maybe one. It has been some
I ain't
time
taking your side quest, bub.
I begin to fear the worst. Will you please search for them while we keep our foes at bay?
I'm totally fine with the playthrough boom happening. I would love it. Because that style of content is my personal favorite to consume. Whether it's just out of nostalgia or otherwise. That style of content I just really enjoy. Like the Chunka Conroy Let's Play style, I think strikes a great balance of like being refined, but also just pure personality. With also some good editing where it's needed. But it's also something you can set and forget if you want, or watch straight up if you want. It's just... I'm also a Chunka Conroy stan, so he's my number one YouTuber all time. He's my GOAT. I still have Bat Masterson in it. Awkward. I don't really need to have this guy around. I get rid of that. Probably this, get rid of that. Take it all back. I get too distracted seeing things move on the screen. That's kind of the point. A lot of videos go into the direction, and I think sometimes my videos mistakenly go too far in this regard as well, where you put so many things on the screen that the viewer is distracted instead of enjoying something. Which is good for engagement because that's just like how the YouTube pressure cooker works, is that watch time is the king of all stats, and click-through rate is also good. That's why you see a lot of like big clickbait, like big thumbnails, big titles. And also why you see videos that have so much shit flying on the screen. So you forget you're watching something, and thus you forget to click away because you forget you're watching something to begin with. It's like the TikTokification, the brain mushification of content. And sometimes I am kind of guilty of this. Because I do edit a lot. But it's like a line you kind of got to tread between still making something cool that is enjoyable as like a thing for people to, at least for some people. Obviously, everybody's concept of a good video is different, right? But it's a balance you gotta tread. Yeah, it's a balance of like make sure watch time is good while also not being too inorganic. And I try to strike the balance. I think a lot of my videos don't quite get it there, but it's what it is what it is. That's YouTube, right? That's any skill. It's just a never-ending quest to get better at a thing. That's every skill ever, and that's just how it goes. I get overwhelmed easy, so if it's too much, I lose interest fast. Yeah, it's tricky. It's weird how it works, but some people are really good at it, and it's something I'm still trying to, especially intros. I was watching like a bunch of videos on how to make intros better earlier, just to stay hip with the times. And there's just so much tech and not tech, as in like technology, but there's a lot of science around it that is. Hold on, let me. Dude, there's like, I don't know if it's a fucking like leaf blower car or something. The leaf sucker, the Gawk Gawk 9000 driving outside. But that shit was so loud. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. But that being said, I don't really have any good abilities in the lineup right now. Nanu knows it all. We can't all be so lucky, you know. Nanu is the GOAT. And was just built different. Just play it and hit, it's so easy. When you put it like that, that's a good point. Oh, we getting some Jim Masterson. Vintage Jim Masterson. Do I want to use the ghosts?
Okay. I will do it.
I wish the second arc of your Daigo's Leave videos were in the longer format. I think a lot of people did, and that's why there was a bit of a view drop-off. That's totally fair. I think it was probably the more approachable format because YouTube loves pushing longer videos and people love the set and forget it method of second monitor YouTube. But I just had less fun making them. And that's literally what it boiled down to. It was a way to keep me engaged because I was, by the time second arc started, I was already kind of tired of that series. Not necessarily, I guess by the time Zafaria started, I was already kind of tired of that series. And I think some of those videos, I didn't do the gameplay in the world itself the proper justice. Like Winter Tusk is a good example, where I just yada through the entire thing and only covered the last dungeon, when the rest of that world is really good. And there's story there that is decent and watchable, that I just kind of skipped over. Because a lot of people in the comments back then were very like, can you do less of the story and more of the fight? And then I did that, and then there were a lot of comments that were like, can you do less of the fight and more of the story? And at that time, I thought it was just like, you can't win either way. Some people like this, some people like that, and it is what it is. But I think statistically it shows that it's more, I think more people like the former than the latter. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Oh my god, that shot's crazy. What was the problem though is my computer also couldn't handle editing some of those videos at that point. Like the Marleybone video, I think like when I was in the end of editing that, I think I spent like a day straight trying to figure out how to export it because I just didn't have enough RAM. And it was tough, but it got there.
No honor. They prey upon the villagers.
Tell him El Toro. Let him know.
But here,
give him the old 1-2, the 1-4. I'm gonna mark this real quick because I have a feeling we're gonna have to go all the way back. He's in here. I gotta do 3 fights to get to that guy. All right, fine. You win this round, game. Like, both formats because I preferred one over the other. Hey, fair enough. I'm sure a lot of people like that as well. I think a lot of it also is just when a series goes on that long, it's just people are inevitably going to lose interest. That's just also part of it. What's up, Skunko? You know what's crazy? This is a bit of a, for the real ones only, this is a bit of a die equals delete. Scoop. Not scoop, but it's a little bit of inside baseball. Is that I was like this close for just canceling that series at the end of Zafaria. But the Bellic video, like right when I was like, okay, I'm going to do Zafaria and then I'm done. The Bellic video got like 250,000 views. And I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just going to keep going now. Because I was so confident. Like I was having less fun with it. It felt as though the series jumped the shark. And I was so ready to just end it. But then the Bellic video hit 250,000. I'm like, well, shit. All right, we're back. And they proceeded to never reach those peaks after that, so it is what it is. But yeah, just a little bit of a hot tip. I'll go over this more later. I did plan on doing I think still, just a stream where I go back and watch all the episodes and like put them into a tier list. Oh, dude, the Gawk 9000's back at the side, sucking all the leaves, and it's so loud. Oh, dude, Jim is on death's door over there. I had to give him a hand.
As you wish.
On my way.
I will do it.
I was hoping you'd reach the rat. You know what's crazy is I think I could have beat the rat. I remember doing it with one of my friends. I remember doing it with my friends around the time I started, like, Azteca, I think. And I was surprised at how doable it was. So I think I could have done it. But we'll never know, obviously. And had I done that, the old Cobb fight would have owned me anyway, so... That fight I definitely would have been able to solo. But it's neither here nor there. If you canceled the series, we would have never eaten Sir Pike. That's true. That's true. How could we forget the eating Sir Pike stream? That was one of the funniest streams I think I've had. A lot of those streams were really fun. I will say. That was probably the most fun part, to be honest. The stream of that process, the streaming of it, I think was the most fun. The editing was fun for a little bit. But, you know, it gets old. When you're editing the same series for a year plus, it gets old. But I think it ended at a good point. I think it ended at a good time. I think it went as long as it needed to. Probably longer than it needed to be honest. And it is what it is. Do we... You know what? I'll use this. Just to get Bat some... Or Jim Master... I'm sorry, not to confuse him with his brother Bat. Jim Masterson. Just to give him some extra juice to dodge. I hope we get some Jim dodge tanking somewhere here. He's kind of been struggling in this fight. Didn't the Mr. Krabs Civ stream happen soon after this? I don't remember exactly when I did that. That was a really fun video to make, though. I had a lot of fun making that. But most of the videos that I have the most fun making, or B, I think are the funniest, usually don't do particularly well. And I have a lot of, like, friends in, like, my personal life that watch some of my videos here and there. They're not, like, that into Wiz. But they watch the Civ video and are like, that's really funny. This is, like, my favorite video you've made. And I kind of agree. It's still one of my favorite videos I've made. But it just doesn't have, like... It's not that it didn't have mass appeal. It just, like, didn't appease the algorithm because my viewers didn't like it, which is fair because it's not their thing. And at the end of the day, it's just hard to break out of a niche, man. It just is. But what can you do except keep trying to figure it out? Eventually, you just gotta make a video good enough to where it works. All the YouTube problems can be fixed if you just make good enough videos. I so firmly believe that. So I just gotta make better ones and then it'll work itself out. But I think my favorite video I've made was 100% the HNBA basketball April Fool's video. That shit, I recorded that and watched it and I was fucking rolling, dude. Very rarely do I laugh at, like, do I watch myself back and laugh. But in that video, I did that so many times. That shit was so up my alley in humor. Because my favorite type of humor is, like, the type of humor that blends, like, absurdity with, like, seriousness. So there's just, like, this absurd fucking basketball game with cartoon characters on both sides. And then this, like, serious commentary over it, treating it like it's a real thing. I had, like, a fucking, like, sheet and a Google Doc where I had, like, characters with bios. And all these, like, cartoon characters with, like, backstories and blurbs to talk about, like, during the match. During the game. And it was so funny. These pigs hit hard when they crit. Good to know. Good to know. It's all good. Jim don't get hit, so it doesn't matter. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Maybe drop some bombs here and then camp.
You gotta be kidding me. Orders? I'm on it.
Finding through Wiz, but I always was more interested in enjoying the non-Wiz streams. I think a lot of people like the level of intimacy that is there. Just via the low viewer number. Oh, Emmett. Emmett, show him what for. Emmett looked like the type of guy to say show him what for, unironically. This fight's easier, just don't die and he got it. Yep, it's a good point. Finding through your class guide video. You know what's crazy about that video? Is that it's so, like, wrong now. So much of it is just not correct. And I plan on making a new one in January next year, because it's just, I gotta right the wrong. I'll pop this. I definitely gotta get off me this guy. No way around it.
I will do it.
What now? You gotta be kidding me.
Emmett's a classy dude. I mean, look at him. He screams class. So we get a crazy, nasty march loop. Still really like the video. I think it's like a decently well-made video. And it was the first video I made that did well. But it could have been better. It could have been more factually accurate. So I'll seek to do that more in the next one. And then can pop a heal. Back and kill that guy. And then March can maybe kill that guy if we get lucky. If we're up all night to get lucky. You never know. That's a bit dramatic of a death animation. And March is getting lucky. If we can get a nice loop here. Come on, one more, one more. You can only get so lucky. You have a nice commentating voice. Thank you. I don't think I have a traditionally good commentating voice. As long as it stops people from dual classing. Oh, how the times have changed. Have you guys heard about... There's this PvP thing going on right now. Where death players are just using storm spells and storm, like, damage boosting gear. And just outclassing storm players by having better stats. It's crazy. Death is so... I remember, like, in the old class guide video where I was talking about how good Death is. They got even better. How did they manage that? How'd they pull that one out? I don't know how they did it, but they did it. The Rat Ghost is probably a bad move there. He is a witch doctor. He's got spell res. So maybe any other move would have worked a little bit better. But whatever. He's on death's door regardless. We can drop a big meteor on him. That's always fun. That's a crowd pleaser. You whip that out of the function, everybody's like, damn! Traditional commentating videos can be too high energy. That was one of my biggest criticisms when I started out in like the whiz sect of YouTube. I had one guy write like a paragraph and a half about how he hated my voice and general disposition. And then I deleted it. As you do.
Looking for a fight? You got one.
But is what it is. That's just part of it. I feel like everybody gets that. Wait, what the hell is this setup? Let me slow these guys down. Are they? Yeah, they are ranged. You know what's crazy? That I've been using Jim this whole time.
What now? Mine eyes have seen the glory.
Wiz PvP meta is insane to figure out. I got no idea. I haven't really looked too much. Tattooed her watches. So it is easy to do that, but sometimes people, at the end of the day, people just want to feel heard, and that's why most hate comments exist. When I figured that out, it made me just not care about hate comments anymore. Like, I just don't really get bothered by them. And the predominant, it's just like, once you find out the nature of why they exist, it's just way more easy to kind of forgive. Because at the end of the day, it's like, I was probably the same way as an annoying teenager, where you just say outlandish shit to people so you can feel like somebody listens to you and hears you. And that's just why most of them exist. I think anybody can sympathize with that to some degree. Not necessarily the hating aspect of it, but the aspect of, like, I want somebody to feel like, to respond to my words and hear them somehow. And that's the easiest way to do it, is just to be outlandish. Or, like, type, you know, hateful shit. Dude, Sir Calais is taking a whooping. Respectfully. You and your viewers are about to say. It is weird how that lines up. I think a part of that is just Wiz, though. Because the only people playing Wiz are, like, 20 to 25. So I think it just kind of, there's just a bit of an intersect there. There ain't no kids playing Wiz anymore, I don't think. As much as a lot of people that are, like, familiar with it are like, oh, it's a kid's game, yada yada, and it is designed probably that way. Not even probably, it is designed that way. Everybody who's playing that game, like, they ain't running Cartoon Network ads anymore. Everybody who's playing that game is someone who played it 10 years ago and wanted to revisit it and liked it still. And as a result, the people that watch the videos about the game are in the same age bracket as me. Most of the time. I got like a 3%, like, 40 to 50-year-old viewer count, which is really funny. And also really cool. I saw a Wiz video in my recommended about a guy who, like, the shtick was the video of, like, I played this MMO with my grandma or something. And you know when you, like, look at a thumbnail and watch the first part of a video, and you see it and you're like, yeah, this one's going big. That video is definitely going to be, like, 100K, I think. 50 to 100K or more in, like, 2 weeks. You can kind of just tell. Target audience for Wiz is young adults, 100%. I don't know if they get it, but they have to. It's so obvious. It's a part of why they're, like, very, like, kid branding, or kid-oriented branding fails them a lot. Because ain't no kids playing it. So that video this morning, yeah, I saw it. That's what I'm talking about. It's already getting pushed around. You can see it and you're like, this one's going big. Haven't watched it yet, but I was tempted. It was a really good thumbnail. It was a fantastic thumbnail and a great title. And that's half the ingredients already you need. Kookaburra, my level 29 life wizard and Wiz today. Hey, good stuff. The game's changed. You have an AoE now. How does it feel? Ian, how's it feel? It's gotta feel pretty good if you get that Leaf Storm. Guy that made Wiz in Minecraft also had a huge video. I don't know if I've seen that one. But again, the fan bases intersect, I think, more than people would assume. Mostly because Minecraft is so big and covers so many demos, and it's probably just beloved by every age group. So there's an intersect for everybody. But it makes sense. The concept of it being big makes sense at the very least. I move up. Now we just start going in. I did train the pet to adult for the AoE. It's a game for first arc. It's game changing for life. I'm gonna have March go in there because Bat Masterson ain't doing no damage in close quarters against that guy. There's no way. Saw that video recently too. It was cool. Yeah, it's a cool concept, and a cool concept is oh, Mike's tipping over. A cool concept will get you there. I think the biggest Wiz video I've seen over the last couple of years has to the biggest holy shit, this blew up close-ish to mainstream was the Glad Rocker Iceberg. That video went nuclear. That video went nuclear. And deservedly so. It was a great video. It was a great video. It was a great length. It just slapped. And if it slaps enough... Mike's trying to bail off your desk. I caught it. I caught it. Don't sweat. This is a bit of a slow one, to be honest. This guy's just playing in a cheese layer of his own design. Cheddar, Swiss, Gouda, I don't know, but he's playing in it. That fits so good. Gladrocker makes some banger videos. I was so ecstatic when I saw you started playing Pirate. The game really deserves some recognition. I think it does too. It's got problems, but it's a fun play. Okay, March didn't die from those 5 bombs. That's great. That's great. Good to know. I think, is that the last fight of this area? Please be the last fight of this area.
So, that sent you.
This paper tells
A god? I should have read his dialogue.
We must pursue him if this is to be finished.
I adore Pirate. It's fun. I think it's fun. It has problems, but it is a very fun game. Particularly just the gameplay itself, which I think is the most important part of a game. The main form of combat with the grid is just fun as hell. And if the gameplay is good enough to make you sail 1,000 fucking miles, then it's good enough. Let me take a look at this dude's stat. Let me actually, I haven't even looked at him. Kun Ro. Wait, what are his skills? I've never even heard of this guy, so it can't be that good. Cheap shot 2, hold the line. I'll blade storm him up. Boss him up, sauce him up. Currently on Shibalba. It's such a slog, my body's actively rejecting it. That's crazy. But it happens. You play enough Arc 2, it's gonna happen. I feel ya. Damn, that guy's a high level. Level 43. This is gonna take... I'm sorry. Oh, I don't wanna... Ooh, I did not want that. I'll run him for now. I'll run him for now. Just started crystals, so I feel like on a spiritual level. It's just an Arc 2 conundrum. It's the common Arc 2 conundrum. I've tossed around the idea of making video essays on all the Wiz arcs as like a retrospective type thing. And I have a lot of shit to say. I have a lot of shit to say about Arc 2. On how it's just not fun to play. And when a game's not fun to play, it's got problems. Oh, damn. Bro's trying to bring the Dark Brotherhood out. Okay. Alright. Let's wrap him up. I don't want to do that. I want to do... Oh, I still have fucking Gym... I did not mean to put Jim Masterson in here. I meant to put March... Okay, whatever. Too late to take it back. So let's just hope it works out. Let's just hope it works out. Comp's not the greatest, but there's a chance it works out. Arc 2 would be, as long as the other arcs combined, potentially. There's a lot to say. Nice, Jim. Alright, Jim. Jim Masterson destroys all. He just might. I was gonna cheer this guy on, I forgot his name. Toon Ro? Okay. Oh, we should double it up! Aye, Captain, I see you! He's making the front line look easy right now. She's El Toro, he's really good. Maybe I'll throw him in. Maybe I'll throw him in at some point. I use him once in a while. Jim is cheeks, not gonna lie. No, you don't mean that. You don't mean... Surely you don't mean that. What about him? What about him isn't good? What about these stats and these skills? Is there a problem? Okay, how do I wanna... I think I'm just gonna... We can all just turn on this guy. He overextended. Punish him. Hop off my goat. El Toro's one of the best commands in the game when he promotes. He is very good. I've used him a lot up to this point since getting him. And I'm just having fun with some of these comps right now. They're not particularly meta. I'm just having fun with them. Emmett's got his hat. Jim Masterson's funny. And he's a dog. Oh my god. Worst in the game? For a 1-in-1 shot. El Toro ain't doing that. Okay, maybe he is, but we can pretend he's not. We can pretend he's not. But on Shibalba for months, can't find anyone to run it with. Yeah, it's one of those second arc dungeons that are maybe not the densest of population. Jim is going crazy. He's been cooking this entire Mushu, this entire stream. He's been cooking, and we just gotta stand back and watch him. I get a hold on. What I want to do first, I want to get rid of this, and then we can just go fat with this meteor. We can just be morbidly a beast with this meteor. And then try and get rid of this ghost as well. Just thin the numbers out. Jim is the embodiment of power. It seems that way. Kunro gotta step the game up a little bit if he wants to frontline. I mean, I see you with the Overwatch. Jimmy's up to 3%, creeping up to 3.5%. He's got to get it in gear. He kind of took a beat in this turn, I'm not gonna lie. Let's take a look at his HP. Oh, he's just delivering the beatdown. I lied. I'm a serial capper.
Okay, yeah, I'm on it.
This turn, maybe that ghost gets out of the way. This turn, maybe. It's a bit of a low damage comp, especially on player phase. That dude is tickling Jim left and right. Honestly, PIRATE101 is so much more fun than Wiz. I think the gameplay loop is more fun. I think it would be an objectively better game if it got more updates. It just doesn't, and that's life. But if it got more attention, I think it absolutely would be in contention for, like, being significantly better than Wiz. It could get there. I gotta throw the owl on Jim, man. He ain't looking too good over there. He's looking a little sleepy over there.
I'm on it. At your command. Do what now?
And we can get this skeleton guy out next and then focus on boss. It should be fine. Oh, can you dodge? Oh, king. And the epic, too. My king. Ignore the block. Ignore the dodge there. He gets it done. Some parts are Wizard more fun, some parts are yeah, it's... I think, the best way I could put it is I think if Pirate got the same amount of investment and time and care that Wiz got, I think it would be a significantly better game. But that we don't live in that universe. So while Pirate is, I think, more fun to play than Wiz, there's still some problems with it. The sailing can be kind of annoying. Ship combat has a lot of problems. There's a lot of... It's rough around a lot of edges. There's a lot of systems that aren't really there that Wiz has and quality of life stuff. So that's just sort of the way it is. I do think the gameplay loop is more fun, though. Like, the main style of combat, infinitely better. Also, the characters are great. That's also true. That's a big plus. Wiz's second... I will agree, Wiz's second arc is the worst material out of both games. 100%. There's very little redeemable about that stretch of game. It's so remarkably demoralizing to play through that whole thing. Because it's just so dull and long. And it's like you're walking through the cave and you hope it ends, but it never ends. The light at the end of the tunnel just ain't there. It's a figment of your imagination. Oh, Kudro. With a classy 4-hundo. Get out the way. A freight oh god, he's gonna crit on that. It's fine. We've got it under control. Everything's under control. I just want to make sure these guys stay up. Just because I don't want to deal with reviving them, because it's, you know, it's a pretty penny. And this guy should hopefully be dead this turn, if all goes well. And all goes well. See you around, buddy. And by that I mean I'll never see him. Never.
Wait, I surrender.
Oh, wait, actually, you do talk to him.
How did I survive your assault? Keating, you have defeated. This village has grown.
Whoa, we got another guy?
And I have become bored with it. Let me join you, and I will serve you loyally.
And he's got a summon? This is kind of interesting. Okay. Oh, have I not been on the main quest? I haven't. Well, whatever. I got 2 companions out of it, so I am mad. Let's look at this other guy. I'm not gonna build him right now, I don't think. Let's look at this other guy. I'm not gonna use him right now. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna organize this.
What do you need?
I'll throw El Toro in the mix. We'll throw El Toro in the mix for a little bit. And Cool Ranch and Mushu Privateer get spammed with companions. That's awesome. I love that. I love getting spammed with companions. Even if they're not good. I almost got pulled there. Even if they're not good, I just think it's fun to have them around. What is that pole, dude? Okay, whatever. That's fine. I foreshadowed this. Pig-themed team. I think we need one more, but it could be done. El Toro's promotion's really good. I've done the quest. It's very funny. What level does he promote at? Isn't it in the early 40s somewhere? How'd you get I have no idea how I got grabbed there. It escapes me. But one thing I ain't escaping is this fucking fight, man. God damn. Please, Ma, I ain't escaping. But how do I want to deal with it? Do I just drop the bombs? That's all I gotta do. We're just gonna, I guess we just try and fold these, the melees first, then just go from there. I'm a little frazzled. I was really hoping I wouldn't get pulled. I was really hoping I wouldn't get pulled. I'm surprised I even was there. He promotes at 40? Okay, good to know. So he's that close, huh? Maybe I'll buy some points for him. It seems like a worthy investment. He becomes a badass on promotion. All right, hey, I'll promote him. I'll promote him as soon as I can. He's my next project. Oh, Emmett. Overwatch. When I get pulled, I just flee. It's probably fair. I just don't want to deal with that. Because I don't know where my last life zone is. Or how far it is, rather. Well, if I'm getting epic like this, I might as well. I might not be long for this world. Dude, another crit? Come on, dude. Come on. Come on. El Toro's going to all characters, be a lot better on classes that can agility buff. Gotta go, brother. Have a good rest of stream. Appreciate you showing up, Beast Mode Cowboy. I will try my damnedest. I'll try my damnedest to have a good rest of stream. If I get pulled again, I might not, though. Don't know if I can try my way out of that one. I can get this guy next.
I will do it.
I don't think these quite... Yeah, I don't think those quite kill. But they get close. And I think March can just, Blade Storm around, or Relentless around, or do something on one of these guys. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about and hoping for. Okay, that's kind of the wrong guy to aggro on, but it didn't amount to much. Oh, can we get a repost here? That's what I'm thinking. El Toro's the GOAT. El Toro can do some damage. You gotta give him that, even without promotion. If he's hitting his dodges, he is a beast. What's your favorite Wizard 101 school? I don't know the answer to that anymore, to be honest with you. The best is obviously Death. Favorite? Myth, maybe? I can't really say Ice anymore. It was my first school, but they're just so bad right now. It's tough to even, like, yeah, it's tough to even say that. So probably myth at this moment. So I guess it worked out that I got it for the, it was voted on for the next character, but... Yeah, I would say myth at this moment. But it changes pretty frequently. Alright, let's make this a quick one, huh? Let's make this fight a quick one. Alright.
You should not be here.
Dang, the Wiz meta really changed. It has, yeah. I used to be scary in PvP. I think they're still at least... I have no idea. I guess I don't know how good they are in PvP right now. But in PvE, they're just so remarkably bad that people don't really just want... They just don't really want to use them anymore. Because it's so hard to quest with them. And in group, they don't really have any value. Solo play, they're a slog. And in PvP, they're not even one of the best schools, I don't think, anymore. So... Not a lot of reason to build a nice character. Not a lot of reason to build a nice character. But Death, on the other hand, you're winning on all fronts. Death and Life are winning on all fronts. This gauntlet sucks. It's a gauntlet. Ugh. I don't know. I didn't sign up for a gauntlet. Hey, take that chip damage, fellas. Keep walking like it's Home Alone. You're walking into, like, the tax and stuff. Oh, we definitely want. When you see a swash, you get him out of here.
I will do it.
You point them, you just... Oh, when we're mega into... Any day's a good day for a mega rat ghost. I feel like the best schools in the game would probably be Storm, Life, and Death. I 100% agree. That's crazy. That's literally my top 3. For PvE, at least. I don't know if that's the PvP one, but for PvE, it's 100% my top 3. If I had to rank it right now, it would be Death at a clear 1, Life at a clear 2. This is for PvE. Because PvP, I'm too inept to talk about. But Storm at 3, Myth at 4, Balance 5, Fire 6, Ice 7. That's what I think it would be. Oh, El Toro. Hit him with the music. God, I'm so Emmett-pilled. I've realized I've been running in this whole time. Unless against Malister the Undying. I hate that they fixed the Malister glitch. Where he wouldn't respawn. Or he'd respawn shittily or whatever. That being gone sucks. That farm's gonna take so much longer now to a point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm like, I get tier 2, I get out. I feel like Fire is just Storm if you want more health and dots. That's the thing, though. For PvE, you don't want dots. Dots are detrimental because everything is done with burst damage. That's why Myth is so good right now, because Orthrus is such a good 7-pip AoE, and Fire Dragon is so not good. The dot gimmick of Fire is the reason they're not very good right now. In my opinion. I could maybe be wrong. Who knows? I have to research that stuff way more before I release a video on it. But in my experience playing Fire, there's so many situations where you have to wait a couple more turns and you're farming a boss or you're farming for this gear set and you have to wait a couple more turns because you have the dot that ticks and ticks and ticks and you don't get full use out of feints or traps. Whereas a Myth with Orthrus or a Storm with Tempest or whatever else can just roll. And Fire doesn't have that. That's also part of why Ice is so bad, because if your 7th AoE isn't that good, that's the spell you're using for 120 levels or whatever. If you want to hit her, why wouldn't you go Storm? It's pretty much it. I think Myth has some. I think Myth is totally valid next to Storm as well. Again, because Orthrus is so dummy busted. But those two, I think, are in a clear like category above Fire as a PvE hitting school, in my opinion. One thing about Ice is their high health. You know what's crazy about Ice now is they don't have the highest health anymore. Life does. Oh, my mic fell. They have they got high res. But at the end of the day, most schools are super tanky. Not most, but like, if you're running a school in the tank slot, you kind of want them to have utility around that. Like Death, for example, is tanky as hell. And you can spam Plague and Virulent Plague, which are both like two of the best debuffs and utility spells in the game. Whereas with Life, they can also take up the tank slot. And then also heal for a shit ton of health, and nobody else can do it the same. Whereas Ice really doesn't have any utility aside from you got a lot of resistance, but when enemies are spamming Shadow Pip AoEs every turn, it doesn't matter if you have the most health in the party. Everybody's going through it, and the schools that are good at tanking are also the schools that can make the other 3 slots take less damage. Like Death can really well, like Life can with healing really well. Ice can't really do that. They have, I guess, Legion Shield, but that's about it. And Legion Shield's not bad. Ice does have the drip. They're sick. They do. I like Ice. I like the concept of the school aesthetically, but they don't really work in the Wiz style MMO anymore with the way the direction of the game's going. We're getting hit with Cthulhu's every turn, or you're getting hit with glow bugs every other turn. Just doesn't quite cut it these days. Balance is definitely the worst for solo, but I find it more enjoyable. I think balance has its place. I like balance. For solo, it's definitely a struggle, though. No doubt about it. Like the spells, too. It's got a good theme, yeah. Ice and balance are both pretty mid for soloing. They're not great, yeah. Ice is just so slow, and balance is also very slow. They have a lot. They can't buff their own hits super duper well. I've vouched, yeah. I wish I'd be able to play the game with. I tried to get friends into it, but never. It took me like 7 years to get my friends to play this game with me when I first started back when I was in like high school. It takes a long time. But eventually I got there. It's not easy though. It's not easy. Especially because the game markets itself with so much of like the fun for kids branding that it turns a lot of people off to begin with. Wait a second. Wait a second.
What do you need? On it. Yes, Captain.
El Toro, you get on that dude. Somebody got to finish him off. I probably should have even I should have buffed or something, but whatever. Ice has the power of friendship. I suppose. I feel like any school can have that, though. Especially Life. Man, whenever I see a Life in the queue and the team-up kiosk, it's a euphoric feeling. It's a euphoric whiz feeling. Stop tipping over him. I gotta tighten something for sure here. Got your friends to play, now try to convince them to get a membership after trying out. Yeah, that's all the hard part. That's the hardest part, man. The $10 fee makes it tough. Doesn't help that Croc's not as sluggish as it's demotivated. That's fair. I quite like Croc, but I recognize that a lot of people don't. And there's valid reasons to not like it. Let's get the will buff. Actually, no, we already have the will buff going. So you... I guess we can drop the bombs, because why not? The Mike has some complaints. Well, I'm not listening to him. Too bad. Fight him with the complaints department. It might be time to get a new Yeti, though. I've had this for like 3 or 4 years at this point. It might just be time to move on. Membership is the main thing, so you're playing either game a lot. It's fair. It's fair. It's rough for new players especially. So if it's rough for people coming back to the game, it's probably... What does that say about, like, the broader appeal to newer players, you know? Like the earlier worlds, when it's Mushu, oh, Mushu is miserable. That world sucks. Not in Pirate. In Pirate, I've actually liked it so far, aside from the traveling. But in Wiz, it's so bad. As far as one of the worst worlds, I agree. I used to not think that, but then I played it again recently for the Permadeath series, and I so agree. Everything about it sucks. Everything, except the music is fantastic, and the setting's pretty good. But aside from that, shit is it bad. Avalon's peak world design. I like it a lot. I like the lore around it a lot. Although I think the first half of it's pretty slow. But the second half's, like, pretty damn good. The only issue is with it now is that it's not very challenging. But you can't have it all. In Arc 2, you can't be picky, you know what I'm saying? When everything sucks so much ass, Avalon being okay feels way better. Because all the worlds around it are some of the worst you'll find. Arguable worst world is Chrysalis. At least Chrysalis has some fun monumental fights. I feel like Aztec is a similar length and also doesn't... It has Xibalba as the memorable moment, and that's it. Like, Aztec, you get the fights with the lieutenants, and they're all fun. The cheats are unique and, like, challenging and stuff. And then you get to Azteca. I couldn't tell you one damn boss aside from Xibalba. I couldn't. There's fucking 200 quests. I couldn't tell you a single boss other than Master the Undying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Azteca is so bad and so long, whereas Chrysalis is very long and a slog to play, but at least a lot of the quests can be memorable.
Talisman, Captain, my captain. Now we break the spell.
It's not the case with Azteca. Which is just pure vibes and nothing else. It is just a vibe off with Randolph Spellshine and Winner Takes All.
One spell be broken.
You gotta do 2 more of these?
Let's get the next talisman.
Bro, I was gonna wrap after the next fight. I was like, okay, we got 1 more and we're done, but it's like a fucking million. Okay, that's fine. Alright.
What wind blows you to me? Are you satisfied in your life and time? I hope so, for your time is over.
Alright, fine. Fine. I guess we'll be here a while. Gotta get ready for the long haul. We can slow those 2 down. And just run the buffs. Just run them. At least the combat theme in Azteca is amazing. Azteca's music is very good, and a lot of the area designs are good. But everything other than that in the final dungeon sucks so much. And there just ain't no way around it. You've been live for a while. 2 hours in the grand scheme of things ain't that long. Maybe for a YouTube live stream, but like a lot of them Twitch streamers be going for like 6-7 hours because, you know, I guess Twitch is a different platform in the sense where the longer you stream, viewership compounds. YouTube's not the same way. Which is why I don't have to stream that long, which kind of makes it nice. Is this the second fight? I think it's the third. It might be the second. I'm not 100% sure. I've lost track. I've just been going through the meat grinder, hoping it works out. Get rid of that. I'll run that. That's it. The Spirited Corpse is such a crazy buff. And then from there... Maybe run this? Maybe? We'll see. Azteca does increase the difficulty a lot too. Every boss is roughly 200k health. That's not even the difficult part. The difficult part is that they all start with like 16 pips and never run out. You know what I'm saying? But the HP doesn't help either. Although more so I just think stands to make it longer. And length doesn't necessarily equal difficulty, but sometimes it does. All right, March, keep doing your thing. I can't wait for her to get promoted again. She's gonna be a freak of nature. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary. She's just gonna run around this guy. I'm not mad at it. All right, she was close. But El Toro couldn't even hit once. Come on, man. You gotta do a little bit better. You gotta try a little harder. Sir Callie's in the building, here to contribute pretty much nothing at this point. But it's the heart that counts. Actually, I want to use this on this guy. And have March hopefully kill that guy, and then have El Toro probably come close to killing that guy. Oh, Emmett double tap. This is why he's the GOAT. He's the king. It's not just because of the hat or the drip. It's because he gets it done when it matters the most. And we just gotta incorporate that. That's why he's the GOAT. He gets better in crunch time. Supremacy level 49. It is a ways off, but once we get there, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Then I'm excited for it. Who we got left here? The big guns? Let's throw the big guns out. It's just fun. It's just fun to throw the big guns out. Love it when my pet Maycast heals me. I love it when my pet gives me 15 universal res and 30 damage. But I have a friend that has a life character that has like 4 Maycast heals and just spams them like clockwork. And it's really funny. It is comical. It's just a big green humongo frog. That just got unicorn, pixie, all that. You get a really good privateer companion in Marleybone. I'm excited for that as well. Lots to look forward to in Pirate, aside from the ship combat. Have you done Valencia Part 2 yet? This is the farthest pretty much I've ever... I think the farthest I've gotten was the General So fight and the Iron Monkey stuff in Mushu on my Buccaneer. At this point in time, I'm getting close to the point where I'm blind, which is really fun. But so far, it's not the case. The difficulty increase is pretty crazy in Part 2. I'm excited to get to it. I like a good spike. Now we just got this knucklehead left. Who we will be... Rakos doesn't even really do much, this guy. We're just gonna all, beat him into the dirt and hope it works. Like, he just gives enemies a million epic talents. I'll have to see it for myself, because I can see how it would be annoying. But I'll have to see it to believe it.
I've had about enough of this sorcery.
Ratbeard, you and me both, brother.
Let's go rip down that spell.
Ratbeard always speaks for the player.
Only one sorcerer left, my friend, but he's the fire sorcerer, the most dangerous of all.
The most what? I'd like to meet him. If he's that dangerous, I'd like to see him for myself.
Energy, I call on you.
Oh, he's cruel too? This is a bit of a hot take. I don't think it's cool to be cruel. So let's fucking put him out to pasture, you know what I'm saying? So long, pal. Get rid of that. Throw the bombs out. Turn 1 for sure. That gets everybody. Those are some nice bombs. I don't even think Emmett really needs to slow. I'll just move him up. March buff, boom. El Toro buff, boom. And then we can, depending on which lane they decide to filter through, we can go from there. Do you know what one of the best parts about winter? And this is just a me thing, but I get to whip out the lined Crocs. It's nice. It's nice, I gotta say. I gotta say. But I'm also a winter apologist. I quite like it. I quite like cold weather. And fall and winter, all that shit slaps. It just mirrors the plot twist of Raptor joining our crew, mind-blowing. I don't remember if I was spoiled for it when I got to it or not. To be honest. But it is a bit unexpected, I think.
For justice.
Also, hoodie weather. Hoodie weather's nice, too. Although I had a lack of hoodies. I bought a few hoodies and a few sweaters in preparation for the next couple months. Most of them thrifted. Although I do have a one-piece one that's pretty baller. But I'm a big sweaters guy. I remember getting spoiled by seeing someone run around with Ratbeard following them. That's tough. It's that easy, though. I'm prone to ear infections when it gets cold, so I have some complaints. That's fair. Ear infections are super unpleasant, although I mostly get them in the summer just because of, like, water. Start flexing the thrifted stuff? I already have. Favorite One Piece arc and character? Ooh. The way that I consumed One Piece, and this is a One Piece hot take, I think, but the way that I consumed One Piece was in bulk catching up. Like, over the span of, like, 4 or 5 months. And in bulk catching up, I enjoyed Whole Cake Island the most of anything I've read. I'm still not caught up yet. I haven't caught up with Egghead, so no current spoilers. But Whole Cake and all the moments with Luffy and Sanji, I was balling. I ain't gonna lie. I was crying, man. That was that arc had so much, and I love emotional moments with characters and emotional sort of stakes involved. And One Piece did that in Whole Cake so well. I think better than they did in any other arc. Aside from arguably Marineford, kind of. But it's a whole different thing, because there's no big, like... But, like, there's no big... How do I put this? There's no big, like, climactic moment that, like, tries to... It doesn't feel like it tries to get tearjerkers out of you in that arc. There's just moments where it's built so well and it feels so natural. There's nothing worse when, like, you can tell that a story is trying to get you to feel something. You know? There's nothing worse than that. And when it's, when amazing things happen, and emotional moments happen organically, and it doesn't feel forced, and it doesn't feel like the author's trying to shove it into you, it just hits so much harder. And that shit hit hard, man. Sub or dub? I just read it. I didn't watch. I've heard there's a shit ton of filler in the anime, so I just read it and I enjoyed reading it. Was doing homework. What did I miss? Just a lot of fights. I don't know. Would love to do Moon Manchu with you at some point when we get there. Yeah, I'm down. I haven't done it in, maybe we'll do a stream of that. Once I get to, like, late game stuff, but... how do I want to approach this? Maybe I'll go for the big time will buff. And then from there... everybody move over to this guy and start beating on him. Dude, the amount of times... I'm a big, crier when I watch media. I'm a big sucker. And the amount of times I teared up in One Piece is crazy. I think I teared up at that first arc with the dog. It's so easy to get me. Oh, I don't want to do that. That was just impulse. Let's run that. And this guy should be dead, if all goes to plan. And then this guy, he's gonna take a while, but we'll get him. He got that cruel-ish. We'll get him. His time is coming. The Robin, that stuff, yeah, the Robin I Want to Live moment's so crazy. God damn. I was balling. There's so many, you could pinpoint so many moments. I gotta catch up, man. I haven't read in like a couple months. I gotta catch up to Egghead because I've heard it's really good.
The last talisman is taken. Fun as this has been, it's time we fought that chieftain.
Oh, there's another guy? God damn. Just when I thought it was over, they throw another guy. And this one's the worst guy now? They said the last guy was the guy, but now it's it. Okay, alright. I need to catch up on Black Clover. I have a lot of friends that liked it. I tried reading it. But the fan service was so weird for me, I just couldn't get through it. It was just too off-putting. Although I've heard they get rid of a lot of that in the anime, and I read it. So, who knows. You know what I did catch up to recently, though, is Hajime no Ippo, and I've been loving that. I've been loving watching that. I gotta say. Run that, run that. Get our buffs up. Get our money up and our funny up. Anime isn't nearly as bad. Good to know. Maybe I'll try watching it and give it a shot from there. That might be the route. That might be the play, to be honest. Because that's like, I think the worst part of the anime and manga as a medium is that they throw so much fan service in a lot of shows or you know, series, and I just don't. It's just not. I don't like it. I'll say it. It's not for me. Hajime no Ippo's real good. It's got its ups and downs. It's got its ups and downs, but I enjoyed it. Finished my Hajime no Ippo rewatch. I might rewatch it at some point, but the anime, I liked all the seasons of the anime. I thought it ended at a great spot. I wish they would make more, though. But regardless, shit slaps. Oh, man, I'm surrounded, man. Damn. Can you guys back off a little bit?
Yeah. As you wish.
Marsh can maybe kill this guy in record time. We'll throw Otoro on there to help out, potentially, if need be. Have you watched I don't know. Is that the movie? I might have a while ago. But I don't really remember. Well, you know what I've been watching the Totally Not Mark reviews on Yu Yu Hakusho, and I watched Yu Yu Hakusho a long time ago, so I forgot a lot of stuff that happened. But I was watching it, Totally Not Mark's review, and I was like, damn, this show really is goated. This show really is goated. Fuck, Yu Yu Hakusho's flyer, man. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know if I've seen it or not, but I'm not a big movies guy in general. Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorites. That's what I'm talking about. Shit slaps. And the art's really good. It's probably the best art Togashi, the author, has done in any of his series, in my opinion. If you want my take. Hunter x Hunter's got some banger panels, but eh. I still gotta catch up to Hunter x Hunter too. I just like, I don't know if I... Every time I think about it, I'm like, I don't know if I feel like reading that much. Lonely 58 can't say I've heard of that one. Attack on Titan is something I've been meaning to start reading for like 7 years. I'm not even joking. But eventually I'll get to it for real. At some undetermined time, I'll get to it. I'll take an epic on the bombs all day. Attack on Titan, definitely take your time with it. I'm not a take your timer. When I get into a story, I just go. Like, I read all of Ippo, I think, in like 4 or 5 weeks. I blitzed through that entire thing. If I get really into a story, it's lights out. One Piece, once I got past Thriller Bark and into the good stuff, like the really good stuff, I just couldn't stop. It just went and went. Same with Monster, which I still haven't finished, though, so I guess maybe not the same. Let me heal up El Toro. I don't want him dying on my watch. And hopefully maybe kill that other guy in a couple turns. You never know. Oh, we might. If El Toro pops. I did not quite enough. Gotta go to work. Have a nice rest of your day, King. Hey, likewise, Skunko. Thanks for popping out. Thanks for popping out. Sadly, nothing happened in Thriller Bark. Nothing good happened, that's for damn sure. I almost quit at that. Well, I didn't almost quit. I just, like, dropped it for a while afterwards. My Hero, I watched it when it was like crazy popular, but I fell off. After the overhaul stuff, I fell off. I've thought about picking it back up, but I've never really gotten into it. Like, it's been long enough where it's like I kind of might have to reread some stuff, and I just don't feel like putting that effort in. But I liked what I read. Or watched. I think I watched it. I didn't read manga back then.
Let's go find the mayor, just to be safe.
Just to be... I wish I knew how to pronounce my S's like that. I could be so annoying. It would be so funny. Just stuck until the end of overall arc. Me and you are the same. It's not even necessarily that I lost interest. I just, like, stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like, for some inexplicable reason, I put it down and never picked it back up. And sometimes I just do that. Wait, where's the mayor at? Can I get some XP? And another pig guy? This could be... Oh, wait, not wrong house. Wrong house, wrong house, wrong house. I'm not trying to impede the peace of the neighborhood. Give me a level 42.
The Inoshishi bandits have stolen you. You have a ship. I beg you, you must rest to
Alright, companion points.
and warn the holy sage one more about the storm.
First order of business. Get Toro to 40. Put a new meeting to 40 Friday.
Are you ready for another? To a tavern cellar.
Oh, which one? Ooh, which one? Ooh. I'm gonna go Agile 3. I'm not a thinker. But I think with that done, went a little bit longer than I'd intended because that dungeon stun locked me. But I think it's going to do it for the stream today. For the Pirate Friday Wacky Funland. So what I'm going to do is put up the stream ending screen, and then any last thoughts? Hey, say them. I got another minute in me. With that Mushu OST in the background, W stream, appreciate it. Glad it was enjoyable somewhat. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for watching. W Pirate. That's what's up. Had to squeak it in there. Don't think there's going to be a lot of Pirate for the rest of this month, to be honest. I don't know if I can do another Pirate stream. I just don't know if I have enough time with editing and scheduled streams I already want to do. But we'll see. Maybe I can squeeze one in towards the end of the month. Literally watch the whole... Damn. High praise. All right. Thanks for the bonus stream. Anytime. Gonna go get that coffee. Hey, go for it. I'm gonna go maybe eat lunch. All right. Peace out, everybody. Hope you all have a good rest of your day. And I'll see Tuesday, probably for Wiz. So wahoo. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take me and my plump ass lips out of here. All right.